5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press. Very good. Very good.
Kerry Evans, voted Secondary School Teacher of the Year with his Rocket Club at Gable Hall School in Essex.
So what do we think about mass and acceleration? Lighter mass or the heavier mass goes?
Lighter mass.
Lighter mass. Thank you very much.
There are a number of categories of teachers. There are good teachers, very good teachers, there are outstanding teachers, and then you come across the sensational teacher once in a lifetime, perhaps.
Okay, somebody give me a theory. Hold it up for me, please, and tell me what it is.
So he's a fun teacher to be about.
He's like one of our mates, we get along quite well, and like we always go to him if we have any problems or anything.
I'd say he's probably the best teacher I've had.
He helps us all the time. He's just on us all the time, and that's how he gets our grades.
Kerry was brought up in a small mining community in South Wales.
I don't think education was given a huge focus. In school, I done very well. I done very well unconsciously, though I wasn't aware that I was actually studying. It doesn't start to actually register with you until you're about 16, 17, and then realise that you have to have an outlook, you have to have options. And I think one of the roles of education is not simply to get the GCSEs, for the children, to help them get the GCSEs or A-levels, but it's to give them the outlook and the options for the future. To sort of widen the horizons and say, this is the world, this is how big the world is, this is what you can do in the world. And my job is to show you it as much as I can.
On today's programme, we're going to set off on a magnificent journey and delve into the realms of the giant panda. Along the way, we will touch upon conservation methods and how we can help prevent endangered species from truly leaving this earth.
We're looking at the AS level syllabus for environmental science. We've completed the formal run-through, if you like, of the syllabus. What we're doing now is going back through enrichment activities. This is a very special class for a number of different reasons. One being they're hugely creative, very hyperactive, and have a lot of energy.
Oh, panda! Poachers. Pandas have been a target for poaching by the locals since ancient times for their fur.
The poachers will usually capture pandas by laying wild traps. This usually results in the reduction of the numbers.
So what we're doing is we're now trying to interpret the national curriculum again, this time through different media. They're actually producing a little presentation which we then put on YouTube or somewhere similar so they can revise from this. The trick with these, of course, is getting them to stick to the scheme of work.
Reproduction. The mating season usually takes place from mid-March to mid-May. During this time, 2 to 5 males can compete for one female. The male with the highest rank gets the female.
Oh, you're my man! Looks like the panda found himself a mate. But when mating, the female is usually in a crouching head-down position as the male mounts him from behind. Copulation time short, ranging from 30 to 50 seconds. Get in there, Reese!
Oh yes! Well, I think that's about all we've scripted for this show. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye!
What's going to happen on Sunday, we're going to follow up from what we did in class. So we'll consolidate as you would on any normal lesson. It'll be Sunday evening. I'll be at home, all the children will be at home.
But before he meets his students in their virtual classroom, Kerry has another Sunday engagement. A 6 o'clock start, and they're off fishing.
What time is it open, James?
Huh?
What time is it open?
It's open at
Half
dusk.
7.
So.
7:30.
Kerry doesn't actually teach most of the boys he's out with today. They're a challenging bunch, but he has a special rapport with them.
Sir, are we putting that money in a pot?
I forgot mine, sorry sir.
Yeah.
What's that, the biggest fish?
Yeah.
I'll win anyway.
Shut up,
Yeah,
sir.
alright.
Biggest roach, 2 ounce.
The problem is that society and the education system has failed them because they haven't been given the opportunities that they need.
Okay, let's go!
They're just as worthy as any other child, and they should be given opportunities to show their worth.
£10 carp and a £3 bream.
The joy of having it on your end of your rod.
You're nice and peaceful, then when you get screamed, you're like, just rushing
Excited.
around, don't you?
No.
Have a bite?
You go.
Okay, go.
Yeah. Matt, open that now.
What?
You get a forceps. Got it from.
Big one, eh?
Nice size.
Nobody else is mad enough to go fishing with me, so the boys will, you know, they'll go fishing, and they're good company. They really are good company. What's your favourite subject at school, Adam?
Playing PA?
Going home.
Yeah, going home time.
You get to see a different side of the boys than you do in school, because in school it's a different relationship, and we have to have a different relationship.
Being chucked out of one of my lessons, and I go into his lesson because I think he's a good teacher, and all the time you have fun. So there ain't nothing. But besides having fun, you also learn. So it's a good thing.
I think sometimes the classroom isn't the place for James. James, he's a great student, but I think the classroom really isn't suited for him. I think he would have been better off, you know, with a vocational sort of setting to do his things. Within their natural environment, in an environment that they're comfortable, the children are far better behaved. They can interact with adults on a far, far better level than they would in classroom. I think they're more relaxed, and when they're more relaxed, they're more responsive. Have you got a kettle?
Yeah.
Have you got any tea bags?
Yeah.
I would murder for a cup of tea. Oh, have you got spaghetti?
Yeah.
Very nice. Are you actually doing any fishing at all, boys, or are you just like cooking?
Yeah, they're up.
Thanks. That's a bit frothy around the edges.
The wind went underneath and must have taken it in. There we go.
Flew in and then it went in the water and it started sinking.
Fished my tent out then. It was pegged. I pegged it down.
Obviously not good enough.
No, obviously not. Adults are entirely to blame for lack of aspiration. If adults show a lack of aspiration, then the children will do exactly the same thing. We have to look to the adult community and our failings and what we've done to create children with a lack of aspiration. What we need to make sure is all these red blocks are completely filled, okay? So for instance, Danielle, you're missing these two from module 7 here, so if you can get them in, or if you've done them.
This target tracker is a program he's developed to monitor students' progress with them individually.
This is a BTEC class, so it's very, very important that this is completed. It's a crunch time for them because it's now that we send all the work off.
What do you have to do for module 7, number 5, yeah?
7.5, that is the different action groups. So you're looking at Greenpeace and also Friends of the Earth, yeah? And the differences between them. And if you remember the road project we did, which one would sort of like be the most useful to actually contact? Who would give us the most help? You decide and you give me the evidence. A lot of children lack confidence in their ability. They can do it. They just got to be told constantly they can do it, and they need to be praised constantly for what they do. Also, I think it's very important that they're able to see the end of the tunnel, and they're also important to see the steps on the way there. So they need regular progress checks, where they are, how to improve, constantly, all the way. Where's the chocolate thing? The chocolate. Bring it in tomorrow for me then, and then we'll be sorting it out. Okay, go. So this one, okay, for how does it affect your quality of life? Your quality of life. Computers in particular. If the work is bad or under, the last thing they need is to be told that the work is not good enough. You cannot say that to a child. You have to say, yes, but what you could do is this, and this will get you this grade. And I think that's important. 7 of them have got 4A grades, which is really, really good. That's Gingy and Jade. Erbert and Sherbert, yeah. Erbert and Sherbert. David is at the back. You're in merit, aren't you, Jade? And Paige, who's upstairs. Oh, there's Paige at the back there. So they're all on a distinction, which is pretty good. I'm so proud of this class. I really am just so proud of them because they came from right at the bottom end, but they're fabulous kids. Sir? It's one thing to be intelligent and produce what's expected. It's another thing to go past your expectations and do something a bit special.
And that's what these kids have got and done. It's something a bit special.
I've never seen somebody so passionate about learning. And people often talk about a reflective practitioner, that we want to become reflective practitioner. This is the embodiment of a reflective practitioner. He's never, ever satisfied with his performance. He's devised that system. I'm not sure if you've seen it. You've devised that system, Dancer.
And the reason it's called Dancer is quite geeky, really, and quite sad, because it was created by two people, and that's Dan, my colleague, and Kerry, of course, which is me.
Children at the end of each lesson can comment on his lessons from the perspectives of teaching,
learning, classroom interest, and classroom environment. Was it too stifling? Was it too relaxed? Was it too easy? So Ben would come up, question 1 is flashing, and he would press. So how was my teaching today, Ben? Pretty good. Question 2 flashes. How much did you learn today, Ben?
Once the information has been stored on Dancer, Kerry can review his lessons based on what the children actually thought of them.
Excellent. And how was the classroom environment, Ben? Fantastic. Oh, thanks very much.
Some people have actually bought it in other schools, so it's being rolled out, certainly across the authority.
Kerry has his own theories on how to maintain order.
Never, ever try to court the popularity of the children. Never. Because they will resent you for it. Yes, they can respect you and you can get on great with them and you can really, really want to be in their company, but every now and again, there's gonna be occasions where they have to be challenged and you have to be able to deal with that in a responsible manner.
Yeah, it's yours. Yeah. All right. All right, I will see you later. Which book is that? John? Yes. Not funny, is that?
Sorry, that's a bit funny, no?
No, it's not a bit funny at all. I will see you later then, okay? I'll speak to you.
I think it's also important in terms of sanctioning the children that it's non-judgmental. You're not judging them as a person, you're judging the behaviour of them on that particular day at that particular time is what you're judging, and you deal with it as swift as you possibly can and as harsh as you need to be. But then the next minute of the next day when they come in, you welcome them as if nothing ever happened. I think it's important to do that. Never ever hold a grudge.
With lecture MCs from Gable Hall, there's nothing we can't do at all.
To be honest with you, most of them were going to carry on and not use science whatsoever. But that's not the point. It's giving them belief and confidence in their abilities.
It's not a crime. Such a big space, we could do much more.
And make everyone stay till 4:30.
And I think it's very important you give them that sense of worth, sense of self-worth. You want to come out of school thinking to yourself, I am somebody, I'm worth something.
So watch this space.
Gonna hit you with the remix Weetabix.
Off we go. A, B, C, D.
Hilary Cook won the Special Needs category at the Teachers' Awards.
K, L, M, N.
She works at Lauriston School in East London.
R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Well done.
The children absolutely adore her. They feel safe with her and they really feel she makes a difference. They see her as their champion.
Hilary seems special to me and she gives me a bit of encouragement, well, not a bit, a lot of encouragement. She's always ready to help.
She manages to always see things, she's got this great insight.
She'll look at you and know if you're having a bad day and she'll get you in her office. Say, come on, close the door, what's the matter?
She's very easy to talk to, very kind. She's just amazing.
Okay, no peeping. All right, ready? Okay, and in.
I think you made it.
I did make it, yes. Perhaps my main job is to be something of a detective and to be the person who helps those involved with the child to work out what it is that's making the child operate in the way that they are. If we were doing dog, look at my hand. We've got D, Dog. What can you hear at the beginning? That's a really good try. If I was saying b, my lips would be together, wouldn't they? They'd be saying b, but they were saying d, 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 d. Can you find that? Which is the letter that goes d? Jolly good. Oh. G, 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 g. Well done. Dog. So we've made dog, haven't we?
Hilary is dyslexic herself, but puts her own experiences to positive use.
It's good to be able to tell children, yes, I was really awful at spelling, or I can remember what it was like not to be able to read. Hey, Betty Martin, tip-toe, tip-toe. Hey, Betty.
Hilary works alongside class teachers to assess all new pupils for potential difficulties. Here, she's assessing children's physical development.
To be able to get into a circle, you have to have the big picture. You have to know your own body boundaries. You have to know where you are in relation to other people. You have to have the concept of a circle. That was a very slow circle. Find a space. Quick, quick, quick. You have to know how to relate to other people in order to create that circle and maintain it.
Children love going to work with her, and while they're working on programs that she's specifically designed to support their learning, they find the whole experience very enjoyable.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, Hilary.
Please stand up. So, how do you think Berkan did today?
I think he did amazingly. Because he actually managed, with the extra limitations of having the benches there.
That's right, yes.
He was still moving much too fast, but he was really, really trying, and he was really focusing, and he was really concentrating his whole body for the stopping.
He was,
which was
wasn't
fabulous.
he? And it was interesting. Simran was really using the space well today.
So much better. But she's more relaxed in herself at the minute, and I think that's really having an effect. But so she really was, and her whole body was also moving, because from the PE work we've done, I mean, I think I've been thinking that she's been quite stiff in some of her movements.
Fine motor control is good.
That's really good. Yeah.
Luke's still having a bit of problem with the.
But he could do it today.
Coordination.
Yeah.
And the cross-lateral movements, isn't he? But he's really moved on, hasn't he? He's getting there. It's a little bit slow, but he's there.
Yes, but he actually did manage to cross today. I mean, usually he gets totally tied up with that, and his hands are actually, he doesn't know actually almost where to put them when you get to there.
Did you notice anything in the crawling? I noticed Harry, and there was a sort of slight looseness in his hip movement as he was crawling, and I'm just wondering, we just need to watch that. I think it's all fine, but there was just a slight sort of drag each time, so maybe we can watch that. You'll have to go, won't you?
I will.
Okay.
We're always looking at ways in which we can improve our current practice, and in order to do that, we need to take a keen interest in current research.
For 5 years now, Hilary has been working on a research project with academics from Oxford University.
The specific information that I get from a research project makes me a better teacher, because it gives me a new approach to observation. There's new information on how the brain functions and so on, and you've got to really keep abreast of all that if you're going to do the very best you can. Good balancing, well done. The brain gym that we do at the beginning of each session is one of the ways in which we try to help the development of neural connections. Okay. Some people find it very difficult to sort of reach over and do something, on the opposite side of the hand that they're using. That's why we do this cross-crawl activity. Then nice deep breath out and let your tongue go loose. We're going to do name the person. Can you remember what the endings are that we're going to add? Karen, what do you think?
I-A-N.
For children with really significant phonological difficulties, seeing words as chunks of meaning rather than having to analyse words in terms of sound can be a very useful way into literacy skills. Oh, well done, yes. IVE. We're going to do that one as well, aren't we? Harry, will you start us off? What's the word? Sing. A person who sings is a singer. Which ending would it be? Can you show us on here on the table which one it is?
That one.
That one, okay.
Research has to be something that can really enhance teaching and children's learning, and I think that's what's made it so powerful.
Can you show us? Can you show us what you have to do? Well done. You're so clever remembering that, because you found it hard at first, didn't you? Well done.
When Hilary took on the role of special needs coordinator in the school, she transformed that area into one of the most effective, efficient areas of work that we do. Not only did she bring her own knowledge and skills and expertise to special needs, but she has spent a huge amount of time developing colleagues into really effective practitioners.
I think it comes down to staff training, because we do rely very heavily on our team of special needs support staff, and they are teaching assistants who have perhaps expertise in particular areas.
Natalie Crofts, a parent at the school, is one of a number of people Hilary has supported through training to become a part of the professional team at Lauriston.
Sit up tall, Abby.
How's that splint today? Oh, that looks much better, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Because do you know, yesterday, Natalie, when we were in music, Abby was learning a song with Jane, weren't you? You were learning it ever so quickly, but he was needing to clap, and he was finding that a bit difficult because the splint wasn't actually closing up properly.
Hilary organises all the specialists coming in to help me and to support me. And push up. Good boy. This time last year, Ebby wasn't walking. He was using a walking frame, and it's made him much more part of the class. The walking side has helped with his self-confidence. He's just helped him communicate with his peers a lot better.
He is an independently mobile person, whereas before he was moving around with a wheeled walker.
Once you've finished, I need you to stop.
Millie Hippolyte has been at the school 17 years, also starting as a volunteer. This year it's Millie's turn to be nominated for an award as Teaching Assistant of the Year.
We're going to use the goals, okay?
She explains it's been Hilary's belief in her that's given her the confidence to make a career for herself.
One of the key qualities really that Hilary has is where we meet up, and I just feel so valued. It's just really, really heartfelt. It's just a really nice thing.
Matthew is one of the children supported by the special needs team, led by Hilary.
He's got spina bifida and hydrocephalus, and so he needs... The time we came here, he just turned 5, so he wasn't walking very well like he is now.
Next person. That's it, good boy.
It's not only Matthew's physical needs that have been catered for at Lauriston. Attention's also been given to his social development, with the result that Matthew is now an outgoing and popular member of his class.
As far as inclusion, what we do is really aim to adapt equipment, to just think ahead. Go out there. Yeah? It's going to be all over the place. So really it's just about making sure that you accommodate all children, and the smallest of things that don't seem to make a difference sometimes can make all the difference.
I think one of the main things in my job is to make the path smooth for children, or as smooth as we can make it.
Another day begins, and another child needing Hillary's special support arrives at the school for the first time.
By putting in place support at the earliest possible stage, I hope that we're managing to make children's school careers as happy and successful as we can.